Hey everyone, Steven here from MMORPG.com, just back fresh from Tennocon, where I finally got hands-on time with Warframe on Android. Yeah, you heard that right. I've been asking the question for years now, Android when? And at last Digital Extremes gave me something to work with. This was my first time playing Warframe on a native mobile build. No cloud streaming tricks, no weird emulation, this was just the real deal, and let me tell you, it was actually better than I expected. The first thing I noticed was the controls. Now, Warframe is a complicated game. It's fast, it's fluid, it's chaotic. On mobile, that complexity translates into a sea of on-screen buttons. It's clear that Digital Extremes tried to streamline the experience, but it's still a lot. I mean, flat glass with no or little haptic feedback, it really lends itself to some awkward early moments trying to find my groove. The upside is that they've introduced a smart little feature which is auto fire. Basically, as long as you're trained on the enemy, your ranged weapon will fire on its own, which still gives you the ability to traverse the world and fling yourself through the air. I really like the way that it felt, even if I haven't been able to try it on the larger enemies that would require focusing on multiple parts, like the H09 tank in 1999. But the lock-on targeting isn't so strong that you can't shift your focus to another target if you need to. But it does seem to work enough that it'll follow an enemy even if it's moving erratically. Honestly, it feels pretty good, especially when you're gliding through the air and chaining parkour into headshots, and it will work really well on standard mobs, but I just haven't had enough chances to test it on larger enemies. There are some really good parts about the mobile version. For one, the game runs really well. There's no stuttering. The game is not overheating. My hands didn't get really hot whenever I was holding it. But there were some connection issues, especially after failing a mission. Instead of booting you back to your orbiter cleanly, it would kind of hang a little bit. I'm guessing that's probably just some beta weirdness, and I'm not really sweating it. The biggest pain point, which happens a lot with mobile games, is that you have a very limited screen real estate. Between the UI elements, the ability icons, you're also trying to fit all of these buttons onto a single screen, which is a lot different than having your triggers and your thumbsticks in different spots. Now everything is just two big thumbs on your screen at all times. The visibility is very limited and it can be a real issue. But it only happens if you're not using a controller. And yes, Warframe on Android will support controllers. I did bring both my Xbox controller and Moga mobile controller to Tennocon, hoping to test that out, but sadly I couldn't get them to work on the show floor. Honestly, we were just really limited in time and they wouldn't take any of them out to test it in a controller. But you better believe I'm revisiting that as soon as I get full access. I'm already excited to boot this up on my Samsung Fold 6 and run the game through its paces on its huge screen, grinding steel path with my mobile controller on the go. But even without the controller, it'll be nice that I can hop into Warframe in a pinch, take care of a quick mission, maybe do a sortie, but for serious play, no doubt the controller will be where it's at. So that's my rough first take on Warframe Android. I'm excited and cautiously optimistic. If DE keeps iterating on this, we might have one of the most feature-rich mobile ports out there. But what about you? Are you ready to dive into the Origin system on Android? Already playing on iPhone, perhaps, and have some tips for mobile play? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your experience. Until next time,